judges, professors, and all my dear colleagues. Thank you for this opportunity. I am Dr. Sabha Rupani, a general surgery resident from Kalinga Institute of Medical Sciences, Bhubaneswar. My case is epigastric mass. My patient is a 58-year-old female, resident of Dhenkanal, Orissa, Hindu by religion, homemaker, belonging to lower socioeconomic status, who presented to us with chief complaints of pain in abdomen for the past 1.5 months and multiple episodes of vomiting for the past 20 days. My patient was apparently alright 1.5 months back when she developed pain in the upper part of the abdomen, which was insidious in onset, dull aching, intermittent, non-radiating, aggravated on food intake, and relieved on vomiting and medication. She also complains of vomiting for the past 20 days, which was insidious in onset, spontaneous, just few hours after the food intake, containing undigested food particles. It was non-projectile, non-bilious, and non-blood stained. She also complains of fullness after small meals, loss of appetite and generalized weakness for the past 1.5 months, and loss of weight. There is no history of heartburn or regurgitation, chronic medication, fever, jaundice, hematemesis or melena, altered bowel habits, new onset back pain, or hemoptysis. Coming to past history, my patient is not a known case of peptic ulcer disease. She has no known comorbidities like diabetes mellitus, hypertension, asthma, or tuberculosis. There are no history of previous abdominal surgeries or blood transfusions. Coming to personal history, my patient takes mixed Indian diet. She has normal bowel and bladder habits, normal sleep-wake cycle, and there is no history of addictions. Family history, there is no history of carcinoma stomach, carcinoma colon, or carcinoma breast in the family, no cancer-related deaths in the family, and no history of similar illnesses in the family. Obstetric history, my patient is a post-menopausal female. She attained menarche at the age of 12 years, menopause at 51 years of age. She is P3L3A0. All children are normal and healthy. Summarizing the history, my patient is a 58-year-old female belonging to lower socioeconomic status with chief complaints of pain in abdomen for 1.5 months, which aggravated on food intake and relieved on vomiting and medication. With this, she has vomiting for the past 20 days, which was few hours after the food intake. It was non-bilious, containing undigested food particles. She has loss of appetite, early satiety, fatigability, and weight loss. On general examination, the patient was examined in a well-lit room after taking informed consent. Patient is conscious, cooperative, well-oriented to time, place, and person. She is undernourished and poorly built. Her weight is 38.4 kg and height is 160 cm, BMI accounting for 15 kg per meter square. Her ECOG score is 2, Karnofsky is 80. Signs of dehydration are noted. Pallor is present. There is no icterus, cyanosis, clubbing, lymphadenopathy, or edema. My patient is vitally stable, temperature being afebrile 98 degree Fahrenheit, pulse is 86 beat per minute, normovolumic equal on both sides. Respiratory rate is 16 cycles per minute thoraco-abdominal. Blood pressure is 100 by 70 mm of mercury in right upper arm in supine position. On per abdomen examinations was done in supine position. On inspection, the umbilicus is central and inverted. Abdomen is normal in shape. All the quadrants move equal with respiration. There is no visible peristalsis. Fullness is noted in the epigastric region. No previous surgical scars are seen. There are no sinuses, dilated veins, or visible pulsations. The hernial orifices are normal. The external genitalia is normal. On palpation, abdomen is soft, non-tender. There is no local rise of temperature. A solitary mass of size 7 into 5 cm was felt in the epigastric region, which was extending from the umbilicus to the left hypochondrium. The upper border of the mass was felt 3 cm below the xiphoid process, and lower border of mass was palpable 1 cm above the umbilicus. The mass is non-tender, hard in consistency, irregular borders, and nodular surface. It is non-pulsatile. I am able to insinuate my fingers between the mass and the subcostal margin. The mass moves with respiration. Its intrinsic mobility is present. The liver is not enlarged, spleen is not palpable, bilateral renal angles are normal, Hernial orifices are intact. External genitalia is normal. On percussion, there is normal resonance over the abdomen but impaired resonance over the mass. There is no shifting dullness. On auscultation, succussion splash is positive. On auscultoscraping test, the greater curvature of the stomach is at the level of the umbilicus. There are no arterial bruit or venous hump. Bowel sounds are present. No supraclavicular lymph nodes were palpable. On digital rectal examination, the perianal skin looks normal. There are no skin tags, fissures or fistulous opening. Anal sphincter tone is normal. There is no palpable mass. My gloved finger was stained with stools. All the other systemic examinations were within normal limit. Central nervous system had no focal neurological deficit. Cardiovascular system S1, S2 heard, no murmurs were heard. In the respiratory system, the trachea is central, bilateral air entry is present, normal vesicular breath sounds are heard. The musculoskeletal system is within normal limit. Towards the end, I would like to summarize my case. 58-year-old female belonging to lower socioeconomic status with pain in abdomen for 1.5 months, which aggravated on food intake and relieved on vomiting and medication. Associated with vomiting for the past 20 days, few hours after food intake, non-bilious containing undigested food particle. She has loss of appetite, early satiety, fatigability and weight loss. On general examination, my patient has pallor. On per abdomen examination, a mass of size 7 into 5 centimeters was felt in the epigastric region, extending up to the umbilicus and the left hypochondrium. It is non-tender with irregular borders, nodular surface, hard in consistency with impaired resonance over the mass on percussion. It moves with respiration, succussion splash is positive and greater curvature of the stomach is felt at the level of umbilicus. With this, I would like to give a provisional diagnosis of epigastric mass due to carcinoma stomach with gastric outlet obstruction.